Coming to you from the heart of the Dirty 30, it's South Alabama's #1 podcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Good Tuesday morning and welcome to Drive Time, the best, worst show ever. Good morning, Alan Howard. Gail Kurtz is in. Good morning to you. Tracy Steele, good morning. Danny Smith, good morning. Leroy, morning. Morning, Kimberly Peebles. John Blair's in. Hot Rod, good morning to you. Good morning, Timmy. Jesse James, good morning, Jesse James. Johnny Sims is in. Good morning, sir. Kimberly Blair, good morning to you. Haley Lum, good morning. Miss James, good morning to you.
Morning, Mother.
Cody Fowler's in. Good morning. Good morning, Sherry. Jesse Reeby's in. Good morning. Lori Woodard. Good morning, Lori.
Morning, Lori.
Corey Pittman's in. Good morning to you. Tracy Miller, good morning. Chef Adam, good morning. And good morning, Jordan Rowland. Good morning, Ken Wood.
Good morning, DJ. What's happening on this Tuesday morning?
Hot, humid.
The sauna is already on.
Hot. I'm telling you what, I think the humidity's already at 98%, and it's not 8 o'clock, so it's going to be a bruiser today.
It is going to be tough. Good morning, Freddie Whitfield. Yeah, it's going to be tough today. I don't know what it's going to get up to, but whatever it is, you can times it by about 20% because it's going to feel that way.
You better believe it. Got to dig in and compete today, man.
You got to compete.
It's going to be a tough one. I'm telling you. Seriously, for those that are going to be out in it, have plenty of fluids.
Yeah, you definitely need to do that. I had something that I had passed this morning, and I was curious. I see where the Gamecock athletic director, did you see that, where he sent out
I did not.
A letter to, or whatever, to a lot of the Gamecock faithful and said football season will be very different this year?
That goes without saying. Boy, breaking news.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, well, you think? We do have some breaking news. Dr. Eric Mackey be back in here with us Thursday morning at 8 o'clock to tell us what's going on about the reopenings with all the schools and that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to catching up with Dr. Mackey Thursday morning. That'd be good. I mean, think about this. Now, Dr. Mackey was on CNN yesterday morning.
He was on WSFA last Friday.
Yeah. So
let me put that puzzle together. WSFA, CNN, Drive Time.
Come on, man.
It's a rotation.
I mean, listen, we understand this will be the biggest part of his tour, if you will, or media.
We need to
remind
me to take that up with him of how we fell in behind CNN.
Oh, listen, I'm sure if there's anybody, I'm sure he will get a great kick out of that.
Oh, we're gonna address it.
A quick. Oh, I know what it was. Quick question for you. And this is kind of dealing with the virus and kind of not, but I guess it is. Did you see where Milton, the mayor, come out past one of those mandatory mask orders, and then the council got together yesterday and unanimously voted it down? Did you see that?
I did not.
Yes. I mean, I'm asking you this question. We both been in quarantine, I guess a couple different times or what have you. My question is, I think you said this yesterday. I think we all should be personally responsible and try to be more, personally responsible, washing your hands, doing the things you're supposed to do. How do you feel about somebody dictating that you've got to wear a mask or not wear one?
I've been pretty consistent since all this mess started, and we will, of course, take it up again with Dr. Mackey. The people who are in position to make decisions, I feel terrible for.
Oh, I do too.
It's just, you're danged if you do, you're danged if you don't. I certainly want to be respectful of being safe and protecting others as well as ourselves. And you also have what's infringing on civil liberties. I mean, it's a mess. I mean, and I think a large majority of us want to do the right thing.
Sure.
I think I just believe that most of us want to do right, and you try to balance the safety side of it. You try to balance the economic impact side of it, and it's just tough, man. It's tough on everybody. So to answer your question, I guess I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
But it's just, if you told me and you could convince me that was going to make a difference, I would certainly consider that and probably abide by it. If it just fits your agenda, or if it's just a feel good, say good type thing, then, it's probably my personality to the bucket a little bit.
Yeah. Well, no doubt.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've said it before, and it'll continue to be so until a vaccine is made available. It's a fluid situation. I saw where the numbers in the county spiked again. I think we're up over 250 positive cases, which is up close to 60% from last week. So, I mean, I've certainly experienced it in my household, so I know it's real. In our case, it was not anywhere close to life-threatening, but I understand that others have had a different experience.
Sure.
So,
oh, yeah.
you just got to take a lot of incomplete information and try to make the best decision you can, and that's tough.
It really is. Good morning, Amanda O'Gwen. Bo Newton, Chevian, good morning. Let's see here. Kathy Tolan, good morning to you.
Bo had a big win last night.
Did he? I'm not shocked.
Big one.
That doesn't shock me at all.
He's now in first place by himself.
Good morning, Therese Sheehan, Mitch Redash, Edie Melvin, Tracy Dykes. Let's see, Jennifer Parker, JP, what's going on this morning? Stephanie Floyd, good morning. Earl Crook, good morning to you. Joanne Collinsworth, Donna Massel, Lisa A, good morning, Lisa. Let's see, Darlene Mulder, good morning to you. Stephanie Dahlheit, good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, Stephanie.
That's Mixtape herself in the house this morning. Beverly Holloman, good morning to you. And maybe she came in to spit a little knowledge on us this morning. Should I cue up the music?
Hey, forever means has a different meaning for everybody. I'll leave it at that.
I'll take mixtapes for $500, Alex. We'd sure like to know what's on that mixtape. Good morning, Wanda Green. So, anyway, I'm just curious. I seen that post and I thought, wow, that's crazy. So
going back to Dr. Mackey, and I'm glad that we're going to have him on Thursday. And of course, we expected it. I think most people did expect it. His message now is different than it was when we had him on 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, and you would expect it to be.
Absolutely.
And it'll be a month from now. But it's you got a lot of smart people trying to make decisions that impact the masses, and they're doing it with incomplete information. So good luck.
Yeah, you said this many times. I'd hate to be in their position.
I tell you, man, that's tough. That's tough.
You're talking about life or death things, and let's be honest. A lot of officials don't sign up for that kind of thing, and I don't mean that they're not shirking the responsibility. I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying a lot of them just don't sign up for that.
Well, this is unprecedented. We've said it before and said it again. There is nothing to reference. There is not a playbook. There's not a standard operating procedure to draw from. Things that I've said it many times. When I was the EMA director, after you would have an incident, you would have a lessons learned symposium. What went well, what worked well, what do we need to clean up and be ready for the next time? And there's nothing to draw from with regards to this. They'll have a good one when it's over with. They'll have a good one when it's over with.
They'll have a great case study.
Yeah,
for sure.
But it's just it's tough.
At this time, they don't.
No, sir.
So we've like you just said, I think that's a great point. You've got to read and read as much information as you can and take in as much as you can, and you've got to make good decisions.
Well, I'm going to tell you what drives me the most crazy through all of it, and I've said this before. You turn on the TV and you can go to any news channel you want, and you just don't feel like you're getting the straight answers. I mean, I think you're getting what they want you to believe, and that's what frustrates me more than anything. It's just you can have two news stations giving you exactly opposite information. or contradicting information. And it just, I wish there was a source you could go to that, hey, like it, lump it, or leave it. This is what it is. Now go make decisions.
Yeah, and that's tough for sure. Good
Maybe
morning,
we should
Renee
do that.
Johnson. Well, I mean, hey.
Maybe we ought to become a 24/7 news outlet.
Well, that's a thought.
I mean, hey,
BMP News Network.
get out, beat the streets,
Man on the street interviews
investigative reporting
at its best.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jackie Gay. Let's see here. Charlie German, good morning to you. Long speech of DJs, Forever Love, and one song.
Keyword there is forever.
Hey, it's finally starting to slip out little by little. This has been a 2.5. Wait a minute. This has been a 2.5 year trek to get to this point.
Well, that's where we're just going to stop.
Once the mixtape was made, once we found out about the existence of the mixtape, we have been on search for said mixtape since. And,
Is it real? Or is it a myth?
Well, I mean, the one that's got it just said, long speech, forever love, and one song. I mean, we know what the song is.
How about Cam Newton signing with the Patriots? That was something.
Good morning, Susie Bush. Ashley Moore said, yep, morning. We'll see if it's good a bit later. That's right. Sharon Smith, good morning to you. Yeah, Chevy had the best, worst news ever.
I'm telling you, I think we ought to find us a sponsor or two, and I think we ought to offer 24/7 programming.
Well, I just had something shared with me that I think is worthy of speaking about right now. CDC team arrives in Alabama to help state with COVID-19 response.
All right, when you say help, like testing, providing additional testing sites, how do you help?
This says a 5-member, now this is from AL.com, a 5-member team from the Centers for Disease Control has arrived in Alabama to assist the state with response to the growing coronavirus pandemic. The CDC support team arrived in the state late last week, remained through at least July 3rd. The team, which includes epidemiologists, medical epidemiologists, epidemiologist, data analyst, and risk communicator, and an informatics visualization specialist.
Okay. Let me say this. What you just said. All help is welcomed.
Well, sure.
5 people.
Well, hey,
So, okay.
it said they came to the state at the request of Alabama Department of Public Health. The expertise of these public health professionals will further our staff's abilities to assess our processes and will help guide us in our efforts to protect the public during this pandemic.
A 5-man team.
Well, they had some big titles, DJ.
Yeah, they had big titles,
I mean,
a 5-man
let's
team.
be honest.
Okay.
If you got that many letters behind your name, obviously we need to sit back and listen to what is maybe being said, right?
5-man team.
Listen, Tesla did it with the 5-man jam. Remember the 5-man acoustical jam? So, I mean, hey, if Tesla can do it, anybody can. Again, that's it is what it is. So, like you said, there's just so much, and I think you got a good point. It'd be cool to have a block of nothing but real news.
I'm telling you.
Maybe come on at, like, we do a block in the morning, have somebody do a block at maybe lunch, then do another block, prime time.
Check on our retail. And we could do a lot of different things. I think I think that's something we ought to look into. I
do too. That sounds like a great plan. I like that. So let's see.
Middle of the day, mix it up with some music from the boss.
Oh, well, we can do that too. Yeah. Coming to you live from the boardwalk downtown, Bruton, Alabama.
Yeah. We could cover all the trains that hit the vehicles. That'd be a monthly segment.
I was going to say that'd be at least a monthly segment, for sure. I want to do this. I want to ask this question and see how many people what their response is. With yes or no answer, do you think we should be wearing masks, and should that be one question? Should mask wearing be mandatory? Yes or no? And the only reason I'm asking that question is I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see where
is it mandatory in Atmore? Have I heard that it's mandatory in Atmore?
I was told that yesterday.
So if you're in public, it's a finable offense if you don't have one on. Whether it's enforced or not, I guess
that is my understanding. Okay. Yes.
And I think you mentioned also that Pensacola, you have to wear it.
You absolutely do.
If you walk in University Mall, you're not going in unless you have a mask on.
That's a fact. Gulf Breeze, one other place followed suit as well. But yeah, you can't go anywhere without a mask on. I'm not sure about Pensacola Beach, but I think Pensacola Beach is the same way.
Not on the beach. You got to be on the beach and have it on.
I don't know that. I was told that if you were going to go in any restaurant or any place out there on the beach, on Pensacola Beach, that you had to have one on.
Okay. That would make for a kind of a different tan line, would it not?
Yes. I would think that that'd be tough.
I saw one of the things that was shared with me by Coach Shell actually last night. Schutt makes a football helmet.
Yeah.
They are a supplier of athletic equipment. They have come up with a shield that velcros onto the face mask of the football helmet that they are making available. Of course, it's been endorsed by the AHSAA. They had Coach Niblett from Hoover that was promoting it a little bit on one of their advertisements. And so that's coming out, and it showed a lot of practice footage from around the state, and the kids were wearing masks at football practice. Now, I don't know that they've been wearing them here. I hadn't paid that close attention to it. I've seen them on the field, but they showed several schools that were wearing masks in their football practice. That would be tough. It's hard to breathe without it.
Yeah.
With the weather being like it is, today and this week, and of course into the rest of the summer. But it'll be interesting to see. But of course, the bigger point I was trying to make is Hoover can buy the shields. They got money.
Well, sure.
What are the rural schools going to do?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea.
There we go.
Overwhelmingly, I would think I've not seen a yes yet.
Okay, now look at this. Sarah said that she saw someone wearing two masks at the same time. Why? That person needs to be tased. That's a taseable offense.
I would think that would.
I didn't know it was mandatory at the casino.
Oh yeah,
I'm learning as we go.
Yeah. Well, like you said a while ago, we're all learning from this thing. Every step we take. Lisa 8 says she went to Joe Patty's Sunday, couldn't enter without a mask.
There you
go. King Kane asks the question: if masks work, then why are cases going up?
I tell you what, you're right. It's a resounding no across our board, is it not?
It's resounding.
The people have spoken.
I mean, it's resounding. I will tell you right now, if anybody wants an idea of what the community thinks about wearing masks in the Dirty 30, just come back to this episode and take a look.
The drive time fam is going without.
They have spoke.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm in.
Yes, that's right, Susie. They did. Let's see. Yeah. Again, I'm not, good morning, Lewis High Note. I'm not trying to, spark anything like that. I was just curious as to what people thought about, about that. So, I'm like you. Now, if you're out there practicing football, I think it'd be tough on you to wear a mask.
That'd be. It's tough to breathe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
think about it.
It's so humid.
You get the wind knocked out of you.
My gosh.
And you laying out there, and you know what I'm saying? That'd be tough, man.
Yeah.
It really would. So, I just, I think that I think it's one of those things where everybody just needs to practice all the good decision making that you can. Mm-hmm. I think we do that. I still think we're still on this side of the county. I may be wrong. Are we still not? In better shape than most areas
from a positive test standpoint? Yes.
Yes.
I'm not sure the number of tests is equal also. But yeah, we do not have the positive numbers on this end that they're experiencing on the west end.
Okay. So that makes a difference.
Sure.
So, obviously, I don't know if you saw this last night, but I did see where they, the CDC came out and said that they had made mistakes in mixing up a lot of these results and had mixed up, this is their words, the antibody test with the other test that they do where they stick the stuff down your nose and throw it or what have you. And they said that they've put all those together when they shouldn't have. That was straight from the CDC. I read that this morning, as a matter of fact. So, again, I'm not, certainly not an expert, even though I play one on TV.
While we're talking about it, and this is a show that is based around positivity.
Sure.
That's where we hang our hat. But I want to have this dialogue, have this conversation if we can, just a little bit. Do you sit, at night when you're winding down and watching TV and seeing the different news outlets that we've mentioned, painting their side of the story, whichever that is, but beyond what their narrative is, do you sit in shock in what is going on in this country? To me, I sit there and I go into an almost concussed state to the fact that, do I believe what I'm watching here? I cannot believe this is going on in the United States of America. And all the different stuff. I'm not talking about just the COVID-19 stuff. I'm just talking about our society as a whole. It has been turned upside down. And I'm not taking a stance on one side of the argument or the other. I'm just shocked at what is going on in this country.
Listen, I got to where I don't watch the news anymore just because of what you're talking about. And I'm not talking about political or anything like that. I just choose to I'd rather live life.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We all got enough problems. Mm-hmm. And coming home at night, trying to wind down from a long day at work is not my idea of sitting in front of the phone or the tube or what have you. Do they even call them tubes anymore? I don't think they have tubes in them.
I don't know.
Growing up, a boob tube.
Yeah.
But I don't, I just don't watch it. And the reason I don't watch it is because I don't want to feel like you do.
Well, I can tell you, man, it is, but bizarre is not even the right word. But when you see the more metropolis areas starting to break down, it scares me. And, and I've said this before, and I'll say it as long as it's this way. It's different here. It seems like we do a better job of communicating and at least trying to understand the person who may have a different opinion of you, regardless of what the issue is. But that's out the window in some of these bigger cities across the country, and it is scary to me what is happening.
Well, it is, and and I'm like you, it is different here. But we do need to all remember we don't live in a bubble.
We don't live in a bubble.
Even though we certainly live in the greatest community in the world, we just don't live in a bubble. So, it's I think law and order will always prevail. I think, there's just times that, you're going to have times of unrest and upheaval and that kind of thing. But I do think at the end of the day, law and order will prevail, or at least that's my hope anyway. So, and I think, the more and more we inundate ourselves with, like you're talking about, with all the trying to read through all the clutter, I don't know, that is helpful. So, educate yourself as best as you can, I guess is what I'm trying to say, So anyway, let me ask you this, and us being on Facebook, I mean, I should say this, but I think I will. I mean, what I find kind of crazy right now is seeing all of these mathematical posts that people keep putting up. Have you seen any of those?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't participate in them because I'm not too sure I wouldn't make a fool out of myself.
I'm going to tell you, it's funny you say that. They piss me off too, by the way. And I sit there and I see them. And 9 out of 10, I scroll right past. And then I'll see one, I'll say, screw it. I'm going to answer it. And I get in there and I get the wrong answer and I get pissed. And it just pisses me off. And I say, I ain't messing with them again.
These things have got to be designed to make you look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've seen some and the answer was so like when I didn't know it was the answer, but I'm saying when they finally put the answer out, I'm like, that was so simple. Why didn't I think about that? And then I'm thinking, well, I'm a simpleton. No wonder I didn't think about that. You know, and so no, I'm I'll tell you right now, I steer clear of those posts for sure. You know, not gonna do it. Oh, I see some people talking about let's see, what is this? Are they talking about the churches?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess is churches in Bruton the only one that's still open?
Well, I had heard that the same guy owned the one in Flomaton, Atmore, and maybe Bay Minette, and that he was closing his 3.
So he didn't own the one in Bruton.
That's what I was told.
Okay. Well, Cody Fowler said he heard they were bought out. So, I mean, you know, the ones that have closed. Are they going to come back as churches or are they going to come back as something else? I'm not sure either. You know, listen, I'm not dogging churches, but I fell out with churches a long time ago when they got rid of the original COB.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the one that had the big Chico breast patty on it.
Remember it well.
Yeah, the one with the 3 strips on it, or 2, just ain't cutting it for me.
That's been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not a real COB.
The COB left years ago.
Yeah. And the COB originated with Crispy Chick.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember when churches quit serving the COB? And then when they brought it back with those chicken tenders. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They never brought it back.
No, they didn't.
They brought back the name.
They called it that.
They never brought back the sandwich.
Yeah, they sure didn't bring back the sandwich. So I'm certainly a fan of the old COB.
I'm gonna tell you something that I was told the other day.
Okay.
And I don't remember this. I was at Auburn during the time. Jalisco's was not here when I was in school. When I was in high school, it came after the fact. I was told that Jalisco's originated in the Everages building, downtown Bruton. Is that right?
That's correct.
I did not know that.
Where the Magnolia Grill was.
Okay.
Down there on the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Sure did. That's where they started. I guess they outgrew that pretty quick.
I never knew that.
I saw somebody make a post the other day, and they said they were asking for themselves, not a friend, when is New China opening back up?
Are they closed?
Oh, they've been closed.
I've never eaten there.
Listen, I've eaten there a few times. Kinsley loves a few things from in there, so especially the ice cream portion.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, but anyway, I did see that the other day. Somebody made a post wanting to know when was the New China opening back up, and I thought it was hilarious. They said, I'm asking for myself. So Randy Bell's got it right. Original COB with extra sauce. That was a great sandwich. Beverly Holloman said Evergreen is still open. Let's see.
Speaking of announcements, is the governor coming on again today?
That's what we understand. Yes.
It'll be interesting.
Yes.
Be interesting.
Yes. Looking forward to that. COB sauce is very easy to make. Make it at home. Wow. I don't know. I've never tried. I know. I'll tell you this. I know that doggone Guthrie sauce is good. You know, you can make it at home.
Oh yeah.
You a Guthrie's fan?
Yeah, I've had it a time or two. time or two.
Which means, yes, you've rolled through the drive-through many times out there on, what is that?
Opelika Highway.
Is it Opelika? Yeah.
Opelika Highway.
Yeah. But, I mean, don't they have 2 or 3 locations up there now?
I don't, probably, but I don't know. I know where the original place
The
is.
one
but
from, the one that's been there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, buffet, self-serve restaurants can't. Oh, okay. Thank you, Renee. I just thought it was funny that somebody was they were waiting.
So they've been closed since the beginning of this.
Yes.
Well, then they're probably not coming back.
I would think it'd be tough on them. I would think it'd be tough. I do know. I saw Davis Catfish in Atmore has went back to takeout and drive-through only. So not real sure. Do we have any indication from Josh what he may do here?
I don't.
I don't either.
I think it'll be interesting to see in the restaurant world what becomes of that in terms of dine-in options or just drive-through or takeout. I think that's going to be interesting to follow. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I just see the way things trend. That'll be interesting.
It's like you were talking about earlier about going into University Mall. You say University or Cordova?
I think I said Cordova, but I don't know.
I don't think University's there anymore. Now that I think about it,
I think the structure's there, but I don't think the businesses are there anymore.
Okay, well, shows you how much I don't make it down that way much. But
when they lost McRae's, they lost me.
Come on, man. I mean, I'm trying to, like you talking about things changing. Tell me this. You mentioned malls. Do you see the shopping mall as we know it making it through all of this? I mean, they already were losing businesses left and right. Mm-hmm. Do you see the mall as we know it making it through this kind of thing?
I think it's going to be tough. I think they're going to have to be creative to maintain flow through their stores. When I was a kid, and I would offer this up as a suggestion, when I was in high school, a big thing at University Mall was they would have air guitar contest out in the middle. I mean, smoke machines, the whole 9 yards. Hot Rod and them were there.
Yeah, they were.
Well, they got screwed, man.
Did Night Danger go down?
They got screwed. Billy Idol beat them. They got screwed, but they're going to have to do something to draw people because a lot of people obviously shop online. A lot of people, with what's going on now, are just scared to get out. They're going to have to do something to draw people, and I certainly don't know what that is, but they're going to have to do something.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you. I mean, they're going to have to do something. COB sauces, mayonnaise, spicy mustard, chopped up jalapenos. Connie B said the guy that invented the COB lived in Monroeville and ran the Crispy Chick restaurants.
I love knowing that. I never knew that.
I didn't either.
I love knowing. Listen, Connie has got. I mean, I love that. I love knowing that.
I love that we have our very own walking, knower of all things around this area. Isn't that cool?
What I love even more is this is the only show in the world that it said Crispy Chick and McRae's today.
Hey,
it's the only show in the world. I love it.
Listen,
I mean, Crispy Chick.
I will tell you right now, they lost me when they shut Spencer's down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean,
I love it.
What store have you ever known of that you could walk in, hear me now, and buy anything from a pack of, just say glitter or Pop Rocks?
Yeah.
If you're hunting for the Red Room.
Yeah.
And also go back there and buy clothes.
Had a little bit of everything.
They had a little bit of everything.
You had to make sure that your Sunday school teacher wasn't in the mall.
Yes, you did.
You didn't want to be seen coming out of there.
Correct. I was always like that. I shouldn't tell this. Jesse James probably kill me. But I have never walked in a Victoria's Secrets.
I have.
I have not.
Really?
No, sir. I sit on the bench. I was always had this fear that somebody was going to walk by that I knew and see me in Victoria's Secret and say, "What's Ken doing in Victoria's Secret?"
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It may think that the crazy things is going on or something, and no, I'm not doing it.
it's just closed.
Do they still have a Victoria's Secret's open in that mall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know if that had made it through or not.
it's just closed.
You know, well, yeah. I mean, it's just closed, but still, university is torn down and a BJ's is there. Now wait a minute.
Did you hear Cam Newton sign with the Patriots?
Did you know there was a Guthrie's in Monroeville?
I don't know that I knew that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
A fine one. That's drive through. I think there is some outdoor seating, but
You wonder if everything may just go to drive through. Like I know, like locally speaking, at Arby's and Whataburger is drive through only, and they've been that way since the stuff started. It'd be interesting to know what it does from a P&L standpoint. Like, are they showing more? I'd be curious to know that.
Well, I mean, if you take a play out of the Guthrie's playbook, I don't know, but just a couple of Guthrie's that ever had sit down dining areas.
Well, the one in Auburn only had room for about 15.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it was they had dine in, but not really.
Right. And I mean, I really feel like that we may be headed that direction where it's all about just going through a drive-through.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You can get Domino's pizza delivered, and you can put no contact on there when you order it, and they'll buzz you door buzzer and leave it sitting right there, and you have zero contact with them. I'm just saying. But the only thing that bothers me about that is the state of mental health. I mean, think about it. We've talked about the fact that people interacting with each other and digitally and that kind of thing. So, I'm just kind of, that's one of those things. I mean, how does that affect people in being able to get along?
Well, I think on our best day, most of us are holding on very loosely. I certainly am.
Yeah,
I don't need anything to push or prod me.
Yeah, I mean,
over the edge.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't you wouldn't need anybody to run up on you right now.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it just
you would
I think the new norm is being defined as we live each day.
Well, let me ask you this. So say they find a vaccine for this thing. Does that change things?
Well, I guess it depends on how conditioned we become with our habits.
I mean, that's a good point. I have
always loved going and sitting down somewhere to eat. I'll oftentimes go by myself. Number one, I don't have many friends. Number two, I like to go in there and just get out my newspaper or pull up the phone and see what's going on and catch up and just some downtime. A lot of people don't like eating by themselves. I actually enjoy it.
Well,
but also I've missed that is what I'm saying. I mean, I've kind of missed going in there and spreading out and doing my deal during the lunch hour. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right. Westwood Mall was better. They had a daiquiri bar in front of the entrance to the movies. I mean, BJ's is a knockoff of Sam's Club.
Okay.
So Sam's is getting into oh man, Big Top Subs in University Mall. Do you remember that?
I do not.
I wish you hadn't even said that, Jessica.
Remember Hot Sam's pretzels.
And the Orange Julius.
Orange Julius. Remember Orange
You gotta
Julius?
remember that, man.
Orange Julius.
Chef Adams said maybe Frederick's. They were a lot more trashy.
Yes, they were.
Ashley says she's enjoyed the curbside service. Let's keep it.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's what I'm saying. That may be the direction we're going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with that, because I'll be honest with you, I'm one that very few times goes in and sits down in a place. Now, let me say this: I mean locally. Now, when I say locally, around this area, but I think for the most part, you think about the places on the beach and stuff like that don't have the option of a drive-through type service.
Mm-hmm.
And I say the beach, I mean, even in some of your bigger cities or what have you, I mean, some places just aren't set up for that. So are we seeing a redefining of that? Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I agree with that, Connie. We definitely have to plan on doing things differently for a while. I mean, for the foreseeable future, for sure. Let's see. Jeff Robinson said, actually, Mr. Harden and his family, owner of Crispy Chick, lived in our neighborhood growing up. Used to mow his grass. That was one of the reasons I came about working for him. Jelaine babysat for them as well. That's Jeff Robinson. They used to mow the guy's grass. How many COBs you get out of that, Jeff? I hope a bunch. For sure. Let's see. Guthrie's drive through Monroeville, then eat at the picnic tables around on the courthouse square. Or just pull up meat on your tailgate.
That's one way to do it.
There she is. She said that's her jam. Did y'all jam to some Orange Julius?
What about Cam Newton signing on the papers?
Hated it.
That was a big signing, wasn't it? Cam finally landed on his feet.
Hey,
good pickup.
Speaking of that, did you see Richard Sherman? He's mad as hell about that. Did you see that?
I did not.
He come out and said it is a shame that somebody like Cam Newton, and he was for Cam. He said that the league would sign him to the league minimum. Do you think? I know we talked about this other day. You think he's fixing to have a show out year?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
If he's healthy, yes.
Let me go on record as saying that right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that as well.
The only problem with him has been his health. And if he's 100%, you better watch out.
Yeah. I did see that, Connie, and I mean, it just seems like every other dang day there's something else out there that's gonna it's either Saharan dust, murder hornets. I even saw a thing this morning about these dadgum mosquitoes that are engineered mosquitoes they were going to turn loose. It's just every day. It just seems like let's just try to scare everybody to death as much as we can. And listen, I'm all for putting good information out. We do that. We've said that for what 2.5-3 years.
We're real
now.
close to starting our own news network.
Yeah, real close.
Real close.
So we're all about putting out good information, but when it's just every other day that there's something else there that's just trying to I say just try, like DJ said a while ago, a lot of people are holding on loosely, I'm
gonna find out why cheese won't burn anymore.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that explanation.
I'm gonna get in the lab.
Sure.
I'm gonna break that down.
Good morning, Fuquay. Evelyn Daniels. Good morning, Miss Evelyn.
Good morning, Miss Evelyn.
I again, I saw that same thing I saw one of those articles that was put out about that new swine flu. But, man, how much more can we endure in 2020? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I wish there was could we hit a hard reset button and just move on to or fast forward and move on to 2021?
It's been a challenge.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been a challenge.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to make it. You know why? Because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And I'll say this. I think we have a great city, great people in the city, great people that work with the city and organizations that are going to do what it takes to help make sure that our city makes it through all this. I'm like what Connie said and what DJ a while ago said. I just think, we're all going to be living a little different than than what we used to. Let's see. Does it seem like the Hunger Games are coming to life? Have you ever seen the Hunger Games?
I haven't, but I've heard people speak of it.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I think Stephanie Floyd might have hit it on the head. I think that's oof. You need to
Strange
watch.
days.
You need to watch that. Actually, and I can equate it to that and The Matrix. You ever seen The Matrix?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Think about that. I mean, what if it's just one giant computer program?
Is it not?
I don't know. I mean, oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Jessica. We all gonna die one day. I choose not to live in fear.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not gonna live in fear. So, does it affect bacon?
That's great. That's all that really matters.
Hey,
that's all that really matters.
Yes. Let's be honest. If it affects bacon, I got a problem. I'm upset. Extremely upset. So they better ramp up on the toilet paper. Listen, we don't want to spark that. There may be people. We have a daggum shortage of toilet paper again. Yeah, we don't need that.
No, sir.
We'd been relegated to going back there and looking for shop towels to take to the house. Listen, I don't know if you ever tried. Never mind. I'm not going to tell that story. I don't know if that would be appropriate. Hell, we ain't appropriate, but that definitely wouldn't be. Listen, I want you to think about this. We're going to have Dr. Mackey on Thursday and Rob from Memphis on Friday.
Ooh.
What if we had Rob call in while Dr. Mackey was in with us?
Dr. Mackey would never say a word. We'd never get any information.
He wouldn't get nothing. We wouldn't get anything.
I'm looking forward to Dr. Mackey. I really am.
I mean, Rob, I think Dr. Mackey would seriously get a kick out of Rob. Don't you?
Who doesn't?
Well, right. I mean, anyway. Good morning, Deacon. How are you this morning? Artificial intelligence gone wrong. That's what Chef Adam said. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, man, it's just a crazy time. But guess what? We're going to make it.
Sure we are.
We always have. We will. This year may be somewhat different. And that's why I can't wait to talk to Dr. Mackey to find out. Because I think schools and how they are is going to have a big impact on the way people think about things moving forward.
Speaking of perseverance and fighting through tough times, whenever I've coached a team, it doesn't matter what sport it is, at the very first time that we're together, the very first practice, as we wind things up and we're trying to get in the right mindset for the season ahead, I always ask the group, I'll say, how long can you tread water? And they'll sit there and look at me, and 4 or 5 of them will actually answer. They'll say, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And I'll let them get it all out. And I finally come back and say, you tread water as long as you have to. And that's the only answer that I'm going to accept.
Yes.
You know what happens when you stop?
You drown.
You're dead.
Yeah.
So you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
The failure is not an option. You just do what you have to do. And that's the mindset that you have to get in.
Carol said she wasn't worried until there was a Conecuh sausage shortage.
I'm glad that she brought that up because I didn't understand that. But there was 3 straight times, and I actually, I'm on the group text, there was 3 straight times I went to the grocery store and couldn't find Conecuh sausage. And I didn't understand what was going on. So what was going on?
I don't know. Good morning, Raj. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell us.
But I'm glad that somebody else at least was thinking that, because I was like, where's the Conecuh sausage?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know.
But I was able to get some on my most recent visit. So, I mean, they've got it back, but it was gone for a while.
So let me ask you this. Do you, in talking about drive-thrus thing, do you partake of the, or do you use the Walmart grocery app where you can?
No.
So would you be in favor of that?
If it's what it was, then I guess I would have to be, but I like the self-checkout. That's my game. I love it.
I saw an article that they said that they're doing experiments in some Walmarts and areas where every checkout is self-checkout.
I love it.
Well, it seems to me they work a lot better than they used to. Do you agree with that?
I've never had a problem with them.
Man, the old school self-checkouts, like in places before they ever got them here.
Yeah.
Man, you were constantly having to get the lady or the guy that was standing up there kind of monitoring the situation. You constantly have to get them over to punch something in because something didn't ring up right.
Yeah, no, I love.
But I think now they've got a lot of those bugs worked out.
Love self-checkout.
Okay, so
Love it.
So you want to go in and actually pick up your items.
Yes.
You don't want to pull up and have them put them in your trunk.
No.
Do you think that you could save a little money by doing that? I mean,
I don't. If that's what becomes the norm for safety reasons in terms of keeping fewer people in contact with stuff, I would partake in that.
Sure.
But if it's just a convenience thing, I like to go in and get my own stuff, and I like to check it out and bag it the way I want to bag it.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I like to do. But I would have no problem with the other way if it was a legitimate safety measure. That'd be fine with me.
One thing I want to mention that we haven't mentioned and need to is the census. Have you done yours? How about Cam Newton signing with the Patriots?
Yeah, how about Cam Newton signing with the Patriots?
I guess what I'm saying is that a lot of things that happen around our communities, and I don't just mean Bruton, but I mean all of our communities, are directly relegated from that census. So if you haven't done yours, what's it take? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is to do? Yes. Online.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do them online. So, for those of y'all that haven't, get in and get it done. I've been trying to think of a way to do like a little contest where people could show that they've done theirs, and we could throw all those names in the randomizer and pull one out and maybe give them a pretty good prize.
How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would help a lot of people in our communities get those census done.
How long does the census last?
I am not sure. I guarantee you Connie B could tell us. I mean, she's the knower of all things. I mean, we have our very own Dirty 30 Yoda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, good morning, Melanie French. I found the best bacon in the world, Royal Rind-On Bacon. How about that? That sounds great. Sam's, you can scan on your phone and don't even have to check out. How about that? You scan all the stuff on your phone and pay for it on your phone.
Wow. That's available now at Walmart?
That's what Miss at Sam's.
Oh, at Sam's.
That's what Miss Carol said, yeah. Probably the meat packing plants up north had COVID outbreak. Do they not pack the sausage up there in Evergreen? I thought they did it all. Oh. This is the portion of the show that has officially run off the rails. Do they not package up the product that they make?
I don't know about that.
In Evergreen. I'll tell you what, man. This guy is Red Room stays on his mind a lot, as y'all can tell. Anyway, Randy Bell says there's a 7-day wait in Pensacola for the Walmart pickup.
Golly.
A 7-day wait. That is crazy. Raj, Scam Newton signed for the minimum. Yeah, I bet he don't make the minimum, Raj.
I bet he don't either.
I bet he don't make it. Yeah, the Conecuh bacon is awesome.
It's great.
Hey, but I'm going to tell you, man, if you're looking for a great substitute for Conecuh, try the Kellys.
Not a huge fan. I'm not.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, I like them both.
Yeah.
I do. But if you can't find Conecuh, that's the one I'm going to grab next. What do you grab?
I don't grab.
So you just don't get it.
Yeah. I have eaten the Kellys. I'll eat it again. But
they get the pork from up north. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. There you go. I I guess I wasn't thinking about that. Thank you, Heather, for taking care of me yesterday. I didn't think about where all that pork would come from. I guess we don't have a lot of I know we have chicken houses and things in Alabama, but I don't know about I guess that slaughterhouse side of it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna start telling people to go pack sausage. I will tell you what. I think there's a good slogan. They're packing sausage since 2014. I know you got something you really want to say, but
I'm not.
Yeah, probably best you don't. Because I kind of know where you're probably going. Yeah. Carol said they package the sausage in Evergreen. No, she said package.
Yeah.
She didn't say pack. You want to elaborate on that?
No.
So I see that they've been out striping at night, trying to get I guess where they can get those sensors reset.
It looks like they're about done, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's what
it looks good.
That's what I was saying. It did. You get the same sensation as biting into that hot Krispy Kreme donut. Well, there you go. Do we pack anything here in Bruton? I know you do.
Packing takes place. Packing takes
How much packing, Alex? Let me shut up, man. I don't want to get up. Okay, so census deadline is October 31st.
Okay, still got a few months.
Yeah. It's just, good morning, Kimberly Dawn. Sarge you. Good morning, Sarge you. It's just, we got to October 31st then to get those census done.
Need to get that.
And it does make a difference. I mean, as far as funds and things available to our communities, it makes a big difference. A big, big difference. So, Sarge, you seemed like I came in at the right time. I don't even know if I want to go there.
Here we go.
Pork comes from processing plants up north. Okay. So it's already processed. I know this. I know that you just about can't beat a Conecuh sausage on anything. I mean, a hot dog bun, if you put them on the grill, whatever. How do you like to cook them?
I had it last night.
How do you like to cook them?
I grilled it.
Put them on the grill?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen people I don't understand this. You ever see people take and put them in like water and boil them?
What?
Yeah,
No.
I've seen people do that to cook sausage. And now think about it. When you boil crawfish, people put sausage and things in there to boil. And I'll tell you right now, that stuff's good, especially when it soaks up all that flavor. It's real good. But I just don't understand cooking on top of the stove like that. I mean, if you're going to cook it on top of the stove, just put it in a frying pan.
Yeah, I'd fry it.
Fry it up,
Yeah.
Do they pack peanut butter in Alabama? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. No, it's not going back to the cornhole days, for sure. We certainly going to leave that alone.
The game.
Yeah. Like I said, I walked right into that one that day. I don't think DJ's been the same since. But listen, I don't know if that packing sausage wasn't worse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't. So I'll just leave that alone. Anyway, what happened to the ball field last night, DJ?
Bo Newton got it done. Big win. He's in first place.
Are you surprised?
No, it was a good game. He beat Coach Tiepo. There was the 2 first place teams and beat him 5-2 or 5-3.
Now, I'm not calling Coach Tiepo out here, okay? But I do want to point out a post he made. Coach Tiepo seemed a little bit upset with some of the calls in that game, or maybe a call or two.
Well, I'll tell you this.
So you know a little bit about this, then?
Yeah, I'll tell you this.
I was wondering why he would make that post.
And I'm not getting on Coach Tiepo. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, sure, great guy.
100% of the time, the people who complain about the officiating is the team who lost. Is that a shocker?
Well, no.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that.
I mean, wasn't a shocker when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor.
100% of the time.
So
I have either played or coached in 1,000 games. And I can sit here and tell you today with certainty that not one time have I ever been on the losing side because of an umpire or a referee. Not one time.
well,
Tough calls are part of it.
yeah. Sargie says she's a Hillshire sausage fan. I don't know if I've ever had any of that.
I don't know that I have either.
I tell you what I do like is some of that Jimmy Dean that you can crack open and slice, and I guess patty sausage or whatever that you can put in a frying pan. That's pretty. Have you ever tried any of that?
Yeah.
You'd rather pack it.
I don't feel real comfortable talking about sausage for the last 20 minutes.
Well, we talked about, this come up about Kaneka.
Yeah.
I mean, got to be with the best sausage around. You can't get Kaneka anywhere but the South. Like if you go up, like I was in Wisconsin one time and they don't have Kaneka sausage up there.
I don't know what they're missing.
They have bratwurst.
Ugh.
I'm not a big fan. You a fan of that?
Never had it.
I'm not a big fan at all. Pork sausage, packed sausage, and ground meat. Well, whew. King Kane. How about fudge?
King. Good Lord.
Oh man, I ain't gonna get started on that. I'm just not even gonna get started on that. So, we'll let that leave that where it's at. So what you're saying is that calls just go either way, and it was just one of them things.
It's just tough calls are part of it.
Yeah,
because it's a tough call doesn't mean it's the wrong call.
Sure. So I guess the next question is, what's everybody going to do for fireworks this weekend? You think we're going to see some fireworks displays?
Doesn't sound like it.
No, I mean from some because the fireworks shops are open out there in Riverview. And so I'm just curious, you think we might see some bigger fireworks displays kind of locally around than what we usually do?
I don't know. That'd be interesting. I'm not a big fireworks guy. Fireworks they
don't do anything for you?
Nah.
Yeah, I like them. I don't really like to handle them just because of the, you got to light that fuse and get away kind of thing. But without any fireworks things going on this weekend, I would feel like you'd probably have a bunch of people that putting something on somewhere. Have you come up with any plans? I know you said that you were kind of yesterday kind of in limbo. Have you come up with anything to do?
No, I think I'm gonna stay put.
I know you said yesterday you said it's supposed to rain the weekend.
I think there's a strong possibility of rain this weekend in our area.
How much longer are we gonna have to deal with this dust?
I don't know, but that is real.
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
Man, go out there and get in your vehicle after it's been sitting for about 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And tell me you ain't gonna have to wash your windshield off.
you can see a haze many times late in the afternoon. I mean, it's just a film almost.
Okay, so I've read that this happens every year. But is this year worse than others?
I've never heard of it prior to this year.
I haven't either.
But I'm like you. I've heard that it is a yearly deal, phenomenon, if you will.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it until this year.
I've never heard of it either. Never. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Hillshire's more like a hot dog, kind of. What Sarge said.
Okay.
You want to keep talking about sausage?
Take it right on back there.
Connie says she's got a package of Pop Rocks and a bottle of Pepsi. Oh, I can say so much right now, but I am not going to leave.
It can go in a lot of different directions.
It really could.
Most of them aren't good.
I'll leave that alone. Let's see. They said individuals are buying more fireworks than ever. I can believe that. Sarge says the second shed out in Riverview has some amazing stuff. We're shooting them. Randy Bell, Big Bell, mortar rounds.
I can tell you who will be shooting them.
Who's that?
Winston.
Oh, yeah?
He's a huge fireworks guy. Loves to put on a big show for the family. Loves it.
So just step outside.
He'll go spend several $100s on fireworks, the big stuff, and he's safety is sometimes an issue. I've been in on some of those fireworks displays, and it can get a little dicey. My favorite story, and I wasn't there for this, but I'd love to hear Heather tell this story. At their beach house they used to have down in Gulf Shores, they don't have it anymore. He went out on the pier and did his deal, and they woke up in the morning and the pier was gone. Burned into the lagoon.
Burnt down?
Burnt to into the lagoon.
He burnt the pier down.
That's par for the course for Winston.
With fireworks.
Yeah.
So he was setting the fireworks off on the pier?
Yeah, and I got to light him. He'd run by it.
On a wooden pier?
Oh, yeah.
And they all go inside, and they don't check to see.
They wake up in the morning. I think Joan was the first one up. She's having her coffee, and she knows something's not right, but she can't really just quite figure it out. Then all of a sudden, she spits her coffee out and says, "Winston!"
Come on,
There's a damn jet ski floating out there in the lagoon. Pier's gone. That's a true story.
Listen, I can tell you this. We were at, we had a hunting camp in Evergreen. It's been 20 years ago. Well, 17, 18 years ago. And we went, a bunch of us all went together and bought several $100s worth of fireworks. And you remember back then, you could go out to the industrial park and buy lightered. They made lightered wood out there.
Yes.
So we went to the furniture store, got one of those big refrigerator boxes. Mm-hmm. And we took it out there and we bought a refrigerator box full of lightered.
Wow.
Okay. We set it on the front porch of the camp house. Well, not thinking, we start lighting fireworks, sparklers, if you will, for the kids that were there. And one of those sparks fell into the box of, I'm going to say at least $1,000 worth of fireworks, mortar rounds, you name it. Okay. And when it did, all hell broke loose. The doors wide open to the camp. Everybody bailed out because there were bottle rockets and
y'all
rockets.
Under attack.
Yeah, and mortar going through the camp.
Yeah.
I mean, and the next thing we know, a chair sitting next to this box of fireworks has burnt down. Mm-hmm. And the next thing coming is that big box of lightered.
Yeah.
Now, if that box of lightered had, caught fire, there'd have been nothing left of that camp house. No. Okay. On top of that, when we finally kicked the box of fireworks off the porch, we looked, and there sit 5 bags of ammonia nitrate underneath the porch.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that could have gotten bad.
That could have got bad real quick. Yeah. I mean, 5 bags of ammonia nitrate would have blew a hole in the ground, at least 20, 30 yards wide? Yeah. So
y'all were under attack.
Yeah. And Jessica's she's making light of that story right now. So, that actually happened. Now, we burned a chair down and a spot in the porch. We did not burn anything else down. How we didn't, I have zero clue. I cannot tell you because we should have burnt way more down than that. But I've never heard that story about the pier.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
That was a great story.
That is a great story. I mean, I tell you what, we may have to get Winston on the phone one morning and get him to tell us that story.
If you're out and about,
get him to come in.
If you're out and about, run by Living Southern Homes. He'll tell you all about it.
I mean, I may have to do that.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
That's a true story.
Yeah. That's as good as Wheeze and the monkey.
Oh, wow. The Wheeze sent me a text this weekend.
Oh, man. Here we go.
And Steven, his youngest son, Steven's daughter, was up with him this past weekend.
Okay. Don't tell me she saw him.
No. She went on and on about how her daddy, Buck, would not let her have a puppy. So she wanted a monkey. And she asked Granddaddy Wheeze for a monkey. And I said, well, Wheeze, why don't you run out of Sandcut, put your trap out, and trap that baby a monkey? I mean, come on. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, just go ahead and trap her a monkey and give it to her.
I mean, give that baby a monkey.
He sent me that text this weekend. The baby wanted a monkey.
Well, that may be a campaign we need to go on for that baby.
Yep.
That's terrible. He wouldn't. He would go out there. All he got to do is run back out to Sandcut.
That's it. Go set you a trap. And they're everywhere.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
According to him,
they're everywhere.
I mean, I'm sure he got a kick out of that. Did he not?
He did.
That she wanted instead. She couldn't get a puppy, so she wants a monkey. I don't think people realize the upkeep on animals such as that. I mean, it's like having another human baby almost. Mm-hmm. I knew a girl in college that had I think it was a spider monkey. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but that's what I remember her calling it. And her name was Prissy. And she wore a diaper all the time. And she loved Fruit Loops. If you pulled a box of Fruit Loops out, she'd go crazy.
Who had this?
A girl lived across the apartment complex from me.
Okay.
And I mean, this thing, listen, live with her full time.
Is that legal?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can have a monkey?
Yes.
Legally.
Well, let me say this. She did. She took it all over with her.
Wow. Like a real monkey?
It was real.
Like, I mean...
It had one of those prehensile tails. That thing would hang on your arm. Just you hold it out, and that thing hang right there with you.
I don't think it's legal.
It may not be, but I'm telling you, she had it. I mean, I know this. I know she took it in every store she went in.
Wow. This was back in the 80s and 90s?
Back in the 90s.
Wow.
I think you can buy monkeys legally. I really do. I don't think there's any problem buying a monkey.
I think there is. I'm going to Google it.
Well, okay. Here, let's see. Let's see what it says right here. Let's see. Let's just say spider monkey for sale. I mean, that's what she called hers, was a spider monkey.
I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble.
Okay, here's one right here. $14,000. Name is Edie. 9-week-old male baby.
It's $14,000.
$14,000. There's a picture of it.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Listen, I'm just.
Is that on the dark web or is that on Google?
I just Googled it.
Okay.
It says exotic animals for sale, handle with care. Spider monkeys for sale.
$14,000. Is that the going rate for them? I mean, is that the only one you see for sale?
Well, here's another one. This is.
Will Paul's Cross take in a monkey?
I'm not sure. This is another one here.
I would never foster.
5 weeks old, on bottle, diapers, comes with baby supplies. On, let's see, USDA facility, health certificate to approved loving home, $14,500.
All right, so $14,000 sounds like that might be the going rate for a monkey.
Here's another one. 14 grand.
Yeah.
3-month-old male spider monkey.
I didn't know you could buy them.
There's another one. This
I had
one,
no idea.
This one is $16,000. 3-month-old male spider monkey.
Okay, this answers a lot of questions for me then.
This is spider monkeys are kept as pets throughout the world. They are very popular as pets because of their looks, but they are a pet that is costly to care for. The large housing, toys, food, veterinary care, and permit costs if required in your area. I think that's what you need for the Red Room.
No. Oh, no.
Hey, I will tell you, man, if you went and bought a monkey that cost $14,000, I'm going to call D-Fran and get him to come sit down and talk to you for a little while.
I was worried about this country at the start of this show. And
now you're deeply disturbed.
Man, it's a game over. It's game over, baby. Game over.
Oh, so you're deeply concerned today? Is that what you're telling me?
We're beyond. We're past the point of no return. It's over.
Guess who's got a birthday today? One of our favorites, Gray Garrett.
Happy birthday, Gray.
Happy birthday!
We got to get her back in here.
She was fun.
You remember how much fun we had when she was in? She basically took control of the deal.
She was fun.
And you know what? For somebody that I always thought was like real kind of timid and like kind of shy, she didn't.
No.
She set the bar on that deal, didn't she?
She was fun.
Yeah. I tell you, what would be a great show is her, Charmin, and Sarah Ann White. Sarah Ann Fountain.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Sure.
That's 3 women that they came in and regulated on drive time. You agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
So I think that'd be cool. But yeah, let's see who else has got a birthday today. Paul Wayne Hayes got a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Paul Wayne.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Guess who else got a birthday today? Freddie Whitfield.
Big Freddie.
Big Freddie.
He was in earlier. I don't know if he's still in. Happy birthday, Freddie.
I don't know if he is either. But happy birthday, Fred. Tracy Miller, had a birthday Sunday.
That's right.
And Kyle Buck had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know if
Happy birthday!
maybe we missed. Big G had one yesterday too. Gerald Thomas.
Happy birthday, Gerald.
Big Jero.
Happy birthday!
How about the obits, DJ? You got any of them that we need to?
Not up on them today.
I didn't know. I'd be curious to see. Let's see. Let's see what people say about this. So, yeah, I remember Durwood Mantle used to have a monkey. Got rid of it because it was too mean. How's the monkey disciplined if it gets out of line? I don't know how you do that. I mean,
slap the crap out of it, I imagine.
Well, I can tell you this: you had to slap that one. If you had a box of Fruit Loops, I'm telling you, this thing would attack you to get that box of Fruit Loops.
I'm shocked that monkeys are for sale legally.
Well, they are. They are. Let's see. Jeff Robson says Lajitas, Texas has a beer drinking goat for a mayor. Like for real. No, he said no joke.
We're doomed.
Dark web, DJ.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
Marmosets. I don't know what that is, Sarah. Is that another species of monkey, maybe? Fuquay said when she was growing up, her neighbors in Bruton had a monkey till it bit her and her friend.
What to do? Shoot it?
I don't know. I think we need to raise money and get DJ a bird to keep him company.
Oh, no.
How about a bird?
Who said that?
Connie B.
No.
A monkey, a fez, and a monocle for the Red Room.
Leave the Red Room out of it, Jeff.
Yeah. Kenzie tried to talk me into buying some sort of lizard. And then as we were talking to the woman about it, and all the accessories that went about it. She said, listen, they get very lonely and you have to buy two.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I said, oh, no.
I can't believe you didn't hire her on the spot.
Hey, listen.
That's good.
I loved her salesmanship. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But where she lost me was that lizard gets lonely. I think it was some sort of gecko, maybe. But anyway, if we had, that would be awesome to have one that you just on command. That would be something. I remember back in the day that Ron and Donatellis used to have a bobcat for a pet.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would you have one?
I can't answer that.
They're wild animals.
I wouldn't,
God,
personally. I mean, but obviously they did.
I think one of the, going back to the parrot stuff, you hear a lot of people say that it's cute. I can't get over that that the masses are not disturbed by the fact that birds can talk, can speak English. I mean, everybody thinks it's cute. That's not cute. That's bad.
It's concerning.
Yeah, to say the least.
Let me ask you something. If
a bird can talk.
If you were back there asleep, and all of a sudden you heard this thing talking, how long would it take for you to go in there and shoot that thing?
I'd get some sixes. I got them right beside the bed. It'd boom. I posted a picture the other day, or a video the other day, of an eagle swimming.
I saw that.
Swimming.
I did see that.
They can come by air. They can come by water. They can come by land. They can talk. They're organized.
That is kind of crazy, isn't it?
Bad stuff.
So birds really bother you.
Hate them.
Like,
don't trust them. Can't stand them. Hate them.
So are you a bird hunter?
I'm not a bird hunter. I'm a bird observer.
So you don't go out in the field and wing shoot.
I try to. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. I recognize you for what you are. Show me the same respect.
Did you have a bad experience with birds as a young child?
I've always known what they were capable of. I've always known what they were capable of.
Is that because you have seen this happen?
I watch birds.
I mean, I get that, but I'm saying,
like crows are very intelligent animals.
I agree with that. I've seen the crow.
Yeah,
I watched the crow.
And I've watched them over the decades. They've become more organized, and there's more drilling that goes on, and they do different things. And it may be, I don't think it'll be 100 years from now. I think it'll be less than that. But there will be a time where another species dominates the earth, and it'll be the birds.
Well, I'll tell you what. Do you think they may have dominated before?
No, but I think it's their time. I think they've evolved enough. I mean, they're speaking, for God's sakes. They've evolved as much as any animal in the history of time. They're swimming.
Yeah, I mean, that was amazing.
I mean, when fish start flying, I'll worry about them.
Actually, don't they have flying fish?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
you ever watch crows, really?
I have.
Crows are smart.
They are.
Crows are smart.
They really are. And, you don't have to sit and watch them but just a little while to realize how smart they are. I'm gonna tell you, ospreys are extremely smart.
Tell you, the birds are
eagles, hawks, all of them.
And there's so many ways that they can present themselves as a worthy adversary. I mean, they can just do a lot of things. They're very versatile.
Yeah, they can. Do you think that in our lifetime we're going to see some organizing of these birds?
Well, like I said, is it going to happen in the next 100 years? Maybe. They've come a long ways in the last 40. They've come a long ways, and they've closed the gap tremendously in the last 40. And I don't know if we'll see it in our lifetime. I don't know that. But,
So that
they're
is
coming.
That's
The
concerning.
birds are coming.
Yeah, and that's
I've already started prepping Lindsay for them.
listen. So, do you espouse this type of like when you talk about birds like this? So you got Lindsay ready. Did you get Stokes ready for the birds as well, or
Stokes is Stokes is a different piece of work. He's a very happy-go-lucky kid.
Sure.
He doesn't see anything as a threat. He doesn't understand New World Order. He doesn't understand hierarchy. He doesn't have an understanding of that. He's 20 years old. Lindsay, I've tried to be a little more, just I don't force feed it to her. I make her aware of it. And when things happen, I'll say, so, that's normal, right? That's normal, in a very fictitious kind of way. We watch the birds at the beach, the ones that stand in calf deep water and hunt.
yeah, yes.
And that's what they're doing.
Listen, that bothers me.
Oh my, you better.
Listen.
I'm telling you, man.
How do they keep from? Anyway, listen, we'll get into that tomorrow.
I'm
Okay, we need a cliffhanger anyway.
The beach isn't always peaceful.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat chat. Take us out of here, DJ.
It's been a great Tuesday morning. Appreciate everybody being in with us. If you're going to be out and about, plenty of fluids today. It's going to be a bruiser. Going to be tough. If you have some time to waste tomorrow, get back in here and we'll do it all over again. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.